In this episode of Behind the Curve, we're taking you to Yosemite National Park. It's a must-see and do for any nature lover and hiking enthusiast when traveling through the US. In this park, you'll find dozens of trails, some long and some shorter. And some are even paved, which means you can take your bike, skateboard or scooter along, which was great for the kids. Even though the park is one of the most visited in the US, it's really big, so you never feel the crowds too much, and you can always escape and find some path where you're on your own. Just 2 hours away from there by car is a place called Mono Lake. It's supposed to be very curious and beautiful, but because it's really high in altitude, we wanted to make sure that the weather was clear. And we got lucky because for 2 days it was clear blue sky. So let us take you with us. So we are at Mono Lake in a place called South Tufa. And we are about 2,000 meters high, and it's about 6 degrees. It's a bit cold, but we came from Yosemite National Park, and the road was amazing. It was beautiful. We're really at the top of the mountains, and at some point it kind of came down, and there was a plateau where the rivers were frozen. So it's beautiful now because you can see really the colors of autumn. Lots of leaves are turning yellow, and yeah, the sceneries are great. So I think it's a great time to visit Yosemite. And we came here because there's lots of strange stone formation called petrified springs. Beside the petrified springs, one thing that makes this place really special is the amount of salt in the lake. It's extremely high, which means there's no fish living in this lake. And when you put your hands into it and rub your fingers afterwards, it feels like you've just poured salt into your hands. Et le pied au-dessus. Besides the beautiful landscapes and the salty water, one of the interesting things about this place is that the lake creates quite a bit of foam, and the kids had a great time playing with it. For most of the time we'd be completely on our own in the park, and as much as the temperatures were really nice by day, we came down at the end of the day to the ranger station to tell the ranger everything that we had seen and done and see if we could get a badge of Yosemite National Park. Tu te souviens de quelque chose que tu as appris dans le parc?
Ready? You want a high five? Good job, guys.
To much of our surprise, Tom was not the only one to receive a badge.
Oh, immédiatement.
The boys were really happy to be rangers of this park, and especially Ellie, who's usually too young to take part in these programs, so he had a big celebration.
Elliot, ça suffit, il a déjà beaucoup.